Update AITA for forcing my daughter to share a birthday celebration with her twin brother. Original post here for forcing my daughter to share a birthday. I've had several DMs asking how the situation turned out and if I apologized to Paige, so I figured I'd just make an update. So I talked with both Paige and Dylan over the weekend and told them that I wouldn't make them share their birthday party. I told Paige I realized that forcing her to share a birthday party with Dylan was an unfair punishment, because I knew it was more important to treat her like an individual and not like one half of a matching set, and I apologized for forgetting that and told her I wouldn't let it happen again. Paige asked if that meant that she could still have the birthday party that she and her friends had planned. I told her that I wasn't sure because I still wasn't happy with her for lying to me in the first place. Paige said that she was more way upset about having to tell her friends that her party was cancelled than about having to share a party with Dylan, and that she didn't really get why I was apologizing for that instead. I asked Paige what she thought a more appropriate consequence for lying was instead of having her party cancelled, and she suggested getting grounded, so that's what we're going with. Lastly, I told Paige that since I know she and Dylan are getting older now, I'll just assume going forward that they want to have separate parties every year. Paige said that she only did this year because her friends decided they didn't want any boys. I told her that was fine and I guessed we just talk about it again next year. And then I told Dylan that I was letting Paige have her all-girls party with her friends, and that I realized I shouldn't have used sharing a birthday party with him as a punishment because that wasn't fair to either one of them. Dylan said it was okay and that if he was having a solo party after all, he knew what he wanted to do for it. I also told Dylan that since he and Paige are getting older now, I'd start assuming that they want separate parties unless they tell me otherwise. Dylan said he guessed that made sense. So that's pretty much it. Dylan and Paige are each having their own party, and at some point they talked it out between themselves as far as Dylan's feelings being hurt that Paige hadn't talked to him about what she wanted to do this year. I wasn't involved in the conversation, but they've been friends again since it happened.